Hey, what's going on, guys? Flick here, and welcome back to another episode of the Stuttgart Career Mode. The format of today's video will be different. We're doing this episode in post-commentary, which is how I used to record every single Career Mode video. But anyways, we'll be playing matches in the league today against Mainz and Wolfsburg, as well as a match in the DFB-Pokal against a familiar face in Braunschweig. But to start off with, I went through the free agent list from the last episode and decided on this center back. Unfortunately, we aren't going to be able to sign him up yet. He's requesting $9 grand a week on the wages, which is just too high for us right now. We'll have to wait until January until we do have more funds available, whether that be through putting some players on the loan list or just selling off some players and accumulating funds that way. But we're still sitting very solid in the league, 7th place, which is just outside the position that we want to be in. I'm looking for at least a top 6 finish this season. Obviously, if we can finish in the Champions League qualification, that would be even better, but we need to start performing a bit better if we do want to get inside that range. But we'll start off with this match against Mainz, who are not a bad opponent. They've got some good faces in there and some very high potential players in that starting 11, and they start this match off with quite a few chances on target. Longrek had to pull off a few saves, and here you can see in the first couple minutes, it was all Mainz. Longrek punching balls out of the area and our defense scrambling to keep this one 0-0. And I would say the standout defender for us at the start of this match was Jerome Ongwene. You can see from this highlight right here, he's putting his body on the line in order to help Mitchell out a little bit. There you can see he blocks it with his foot, and we keep the match at 0-0. First chance does come in the 27th minute. Werner playing through Ginczek, and maybe he should have done better with that chance. Nevertheless, a good save from the keeper, but you can see maybe he could have put that off into the corner some more, and that could have been 1-0 for us, but that kind of boosted our confidence. Here you can see Özkan finding Kolashina, trying to go across the keeper, that one going just wide. And here in the 40th minute, one final chance for us. Werner making the run and using his pace to get through the defense. He is being closed down, and unfortunately the shot did not have much power behind it. So we go into the halftime break, 0-0, pretty equal stats. I would say Mainz were the better team in the first half of the 45 minutes, but we were superior in the second half. But now moving forward to the second half, it's all Mainz again. Langrek pulling off a save, and now it's Kaison running down that right wing. We're closing him down. We do well to clear this one away, but a bit of misfortune results in the ball going to the back of the net. It's 1-0 for Mainz in the 66th minute. Not much we could have done about that. It's one of those goals that you kind of just shake your head afterwards. Maybe Mitchell could have done better on the save. He dove a bit late, but we'll have to start moving forward and try to get that goal back. We're bringing Mané in for Julian Green, who has been on fire lately, scoring a lot of goals from that right mid position and a lot of long-range efforts. But it's Ginczek who's through on goal in the 80th minute, using some of his strength and pace to outrun those defenders. Played into Acosta. The finish was not very good, and the keeper was able to make a save. One last chance for us in the 90th minute as we look toward the end of the match. It's Werner trying to get on the end of that ball, but it is collected by Mainz, and that is how the match will end. They definitely did have better statistics by the end of the full 90 minutes. 14 shots, 7 on target. They probably deserved that win. And really no one from our side were standout performers. So we'll have to transition into the next match. It will be in the Pokal against Braunschweig, and we're using a rotated side for this one purely due to stamina issues. But that shouldn't be too much of a problem for us. This is second Bundesliga opposition. We coasted our way to the Bundesliga last year, so I think we can do all right in this match. But it seemed like our form was just continuing from Mainz. It was all Braunschweig in the first few minutes, and this was actually going to be a debut match for our youth academy keeper, Ziegler. And it wasn't a great match for him to debut in because we just could not clear the pressure. There you can see it was Insu who got just too impatient with the ball, pushed over the Braunschweig attacker, and that will result in a penalty kick. Here's a look at the replay. They're just botting up against them, and Insu just kind of had enough and pushed him to the ground. So it's a tough start for Ziegler. He'll have to come up big in this penalty kick if he does want to keep the match at 0-0. It will be Patrick to take it, trying to put off Ziegler, and he does tuck that one away off to the left. The keeper's right, and it's 1-0 for Braunschweig in the 26th minute. So our form has not been good at the start of this episode, but hopefully we can turn things around before the end of it. It's Ongwene coming up big with another interception, playing through to Clement. Unfortunately, the shot going just over the crossbar. He did very well to set himself up with enough space to try out that effort. And you can see from the replay, it was not far off, going across the keeper just a few inches over the crossbar. But another chance for us here in the 41st minute. This is Grgic playing it into Cortez. A nice shot, but right at the keeper, and he can just push that one away. And Kleeman again getting in the way of the referee. Eventually does find Cortez, and maybe if the ref would not have obstructed the play, we could have had a little bit more time for Cortez to move forward and get himself in a better position. But we go into the halftime break, down 1-0, and we do make a substitution at the center back position because we are a bit limited on center backs. But what a move there by Cortez, literally breaking the defender's ankles and finding Grgic inside. The effort does go over the crossbar and only results in a corner kick. It's a shame that didn't end up with a goal because that would have been a highlight reel for the end of the season. But we make a few more changes here. Maxime coming on at the center attacking mid, and we'll see if we can eventually get this goal. It is played through to Timo Werner, who was brought in at the striker position along with Maxime. And unfortunately, he usually puts those chances away. And again here, it's Werner who got himself in the right kind of position, just couldn't tuck it into the back of the net, and things were just not going our way until this moment. Some luck goes on our side. That ricochets off the post onto the keeper's back and into the back of the net. It's an own goal for the keeper, and we will force extra time on that note. It's 1-1, and just looking at this replay, we've had so much luck go our way in the Pokal. Last season, we made an incredible run. I think part of it was due to our performance. You know, we beat some big opposition, but we did have some luck on our side, and that looks to be carrying over into this year. So we'll force extra time on that note, and I do make some changes, moving Cherney to a more central position and letting the players with some more stamina play out wide. And here's Cortez. If he had more stamina, he would have been through on goal. Unfortunately, because his stamina was so low and he's a youth academy player, you know, they're just going to catch up with him. But we still have another chance here in the 111th minute. It's Werner playing inside to Zimmer, now to Cherney, over to Cortez. One more through ball to Maxime on the near post, saved by the keeper and cleared away by Braunschweig. But right after that, what a ball by Zimmer, finding Werner, and he will put that one away, making it 2-1. And honestly, I didn't want this match to end up in penalty kicks purely because we have our debut for Ziegler. That would have put a lot of pressure on him, and had we lost that hypothetically, I don't know what that would have done for his confidence. Luckily, it didn't end up that way, and we do win this one at 2-1. Well, I think we are placing less emphasis on the Pokal than other competitions. I still want to advance as far as possible, see if we can mix things up, and maybe even look to repeat in consecutive seasons. But we did have to turn our attention back to the league and match up against Wolfsburg, who have a very strong side. They signed Alexander Lacazette last year, and obviously he will be a goal-scoring threat for them. But I feel like we had some confidence going to this match, getting that big win in the Pokal, and we started to take down some of the big-name Bundesliga teams like Borussia Dortmund in the last episode, and the confidence showed. We get a goal-scoring chance in the 9th minute. Ginczek makes the most of that opportunity, and we were up 1-0. Pretty simple play, but sometimes that's all you need to do, just some 1-2 passes and a through ball to set your striker up with a nice chance. Maxime now playing this one over to Gentner. He plays it across to Taylor, who still is looking to get his first goal as a Stuttgart player. Casteels making a good save there, but Taylor sending this cross to the far post. Ginczek rising up well. He was unfortunately offside, and that one did hit the post, but showing some weaknesses in this Wolfsburg defense. I would try to cross it in a bit more in this match than I usually do, but hey, we've got a striker like Ginczek. We might as well make the most of his height advantage. But here Lacazette finding Entep with some space. He plays it in the middle. Nice save by Longrek, and a nice double save to dive on top of that one. Again, Taylor trying to send in a cross, but he is taken down by Jung, and he does suffer a pretty serious injury. We had to take him off right away, and the only suitable option we had available at the left mid position was our other youth academy player, Ojeda, who does have that 1-star weak foot, and I wasn't too keen on using him, but I thought I'd still give him a chance. Maybe he could be a standout youth academy player for us, and he was already showing some promise here in the 53rd minute, shortly after halftime, using some of his pace, but he couldn't find that pass inside. Maybe he should have played a simple Y ball or an A ball over to Werner in the middle, but that'll be a learning opportunity for him, and I think he will continue to make the most of his chances. There, Virginia does hit the post, and we were very lucky not to be level at this stage. But here's some nice build-up play. Ojeda and Kolasinac basically switched roles. Nice over-the-top through ball, played to Kolasinac. He saw this run on the far post by Ginczek, and a peach of a cross. Ginczek will not be missing from there. That'll make things 2-0. and pretty much securing a huge victory against Wolfsburg. These are 2 final substitutions, Acosta coming in as well as Coyote, but Wolfsburg were not done yet. It's just some simple 1-2 play here in the middle of the area, and what an effort by Gilo Vogi, a rocket of a shot, and there's not much Langret could have done about that one. We'll even show the replay. I don't usually show replays for the computer, but this was just too good to pass up on. He first times it with his left boot, and man, into the back of the net it goes. But luckily for us, we still managed to win this one 2-1. And we do also get man of the match with Ginczek. But guys, that'll wrap things up for today's episode of the Stuttgart Career Mode. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new around here. And if you're interested, you can follow me on my social links. I have links to those provided in the description down below. But until next time, this has been Flick. I'll be talking to you guys again soon.